Hi guys, welcome to Kashyap. Today I'm going to talk about the predatory journals in research. Many of you might be coming new to research, especially the master students. I have seen some of my students are going through this trouble of getting published in fake journals. So what I thought was I would create an awareness through this video. Initially, you have to make a point that if you have to publish in a good journal, not through peer pressure. You're gonna publish in some journal which is fake. Like there are a lot of fake and predatory journals online these days, so I wanted to create awareness. So let's see what are those predator journals. Initially, you pay 5,000, 10,000 to get published, so it will take hardly 1 week to publish. So these are predatory journals. You can't publish in 1 week, 1 month. Usually good journals which are hard or which are blind peer reviewed usually takes a longer time to go through these journals, usually 6 months, 1 year. Sometimes very good journals take 2 years because their processing timeline is very huge. And if you publish in this journal, you can be really feeling proud of yourself. But doing predatory journal based on peer pressure just to publish and get a paper on and saying my impact factor is 4 or 5 with your collar makeup, I don't think that collar needs to be raised up at all, because those are predatory journal. Those they publish even if you write garbage, even if you write some shit, they are gonna publish it. So I really advise you not to do that. I recently received a couple of awards from European Space Agency and Indian Science Congress as a Young Researcher and Young Scientist Award. And when some of the students wanted to do a project under me, and I saw some of the people want to publish in a hurry, they send me to fake journals. Some of the fake journals are already listed online. You can just type the journal name and type as fake journal. If it comes under fake journal or fraud journal or predatory journal, please don't publish in those journals. Usually the topmost journals where you can feel very pleased and powerful and safe is Wiley publishers. You have to note down the publishers, especially in sciences. We have Wiley, Nature, Springer, and many of these journals, Oxford Press, Cambridge Press, these are very standard and monthly. Royal Society journals, these are very old journals. You can see some of the top science journals, even though the impact factor seems to be high, they're established in 1950, 1869. Those are very old journals. So these are just some examples. But if you wanna go in detail, the impact factor is based on number of citations by the other people, not just citing your own work. So usually they just cook up this A by B values and say, these predator journals just cook up A by B values, and they mislead you and ask you for 5,000, 10,000. Usually most of these are scholarship based journals. You need not pay for them. So some of the very good journals, they do take publication charges, but they are all known journals. Not usually those are very few journals to come by. Most of the standard journals do not ask for money, but these people ask you money and they publish you and they give you certificates. One point is, nobody is gonna give you certificates when you publish. If they are giving you certificate, that's 100% fake journals. Usually all you get is publication printed in a proper format, in a proper typesetting and proper way. It is blind peer reviewed and revised. You will have something called as major revision, minor revision before publishing, before getting accepted. Actually, there are so many processes. As soon as you get show the paper to somebody, they are not gonna just blindly accept that. If they are blind peer reviewed, they will ask you questions. It can be major questions, ask you to do a major change in your work, improve your work, or a minor work, if it is good enough. Then after doing that, they are gonna accept your work. Then you are gonna send it for processing and publication. This takes a long time, nearly a year. You can't just publish in a few days. So these are very predictable. Usually at least 6 months. One of my standard journals is Astrophysics and Space Science in Springer. It took almost 8 months for me to get their acceptance. So it's a long journey. Research is basically based on patience and perseverance and doing it the right way. You have to do it in an ethical way. These things go away from ethics. recently I saw people getting certificates with impact factor 4, so which was a real shocking thing to see. People think they have published and they just write your name as doctor, even though you have not got a PhD. So these are very fake journals. Please be aware of them. And also I recently I took up one of the examples here to show you what exactly a fake journal is all about. So journal, you can see even the researchers from national institutes, in Hindu it was published, even in the National Research Institute published in predatory journals, which is a very big shocker for us. So you have to be extremely careful these days. The online is filled with a lot of crap like this, so be very careful. And for an example, you can see this one of the predatory journal called Trends in Applied Sciences Research, a new journal which was given by one of our professors as an example when in a PhD class, saying it's a fake journal. So looking at this, it has an ISSN number, has a publisher, and it says USA and stuff, but you can see the number of things that's happening here. If you go to their peer review scientific journal dedicated to what are they about, they say they publish high quality research papers in biology, chemistry, physics, environment, business, economics, finance, mathematics. They want to publish everything. Literally, that's not possible at all. Each and every discipline has its own way of confining things. For example, if you get into an astrobiology problem, which is a new problem, you can't just publish it in say in a normal biology journal. So unless it's connected and unless it comes under keywords, so it's a totally different things to do. You have to be extremely careful. If they are doing multidisciplinary research, that means 99% they are doing false research, because you can't have editors of that much caliber. In order to get an impact factor, the journal should be at least minimum 10 years old even to get 0.1 impact factor. Getting impact factor 1 is also very, very difficult in standard journals. Even Royal Astronomical Society, which is very old, has an impact factor 4, and some people have opened up publications in a few days back, and they say they have impact factor 10, which is very funny to begin with. So be very careful about these things. So see, you can see they give you a review report by journal saying you're a doctor and stuff. So these are fake stuff. Be careful about them. And the referee report is very immature. Usually referee report will be of very high quality and very high quality English, and it won't be in the form of letter, and it will be minimum of 4 to 5 pages most in a good journal. If they are asking you to revise it, it won't be in one normal sheet. So be very careful. And most importantly, we have something called as Thomas routers, which is a standard way of recognizing journals. Wherever you go to the publication journal and at the bottom you see this word Thomas routers, then that means that is authenticated. That journal can be trusted upon. So look for the Thomas routers copyrighted journal, and the Thomas routers have taken they are a high scientific information and indexing recruiters. So they have a copyright which is universal. So if they have and they have taken a priority to make list of these fake journals, and if you find them online, please be aware of them. So I hope you learn from this video. I hope you don't fall into these traps. So make sure you do a good journal. I know it takes a long time in order to do it in Standard, Springer, elsewhere and Wiley. Then it will reach the right audience. It will reach the right scientists. Then it makes your work more visible to a proper world if it is worth it. If it is not worth it, keep working upon them. Please don't be in peer pressure and write some garbage and publish it somewhere in one of these fake journals. So that's my message to you. So good luck.